Hey guys, this is Brian Scott from Union Underground.
And this is Bones from the Union Underground.
Check us out on tour, 25th anniversary this year. We're out with Spine Shank, Edema, Six Sense, going across the Midwest and the East Coast in September. Be looking out for that.
Yeah, the second leg has, of course, us, the Union Underground, co-headlining with Spine Shank, and we got Julian K. and Carbon Stone, right?
That's right, Julian's on the second leg.
Yeah, Julian K's on the second leg.
And Carbon Stone.
Carbon Stone, yeah. So
look for that online, all the obvious spots. You're listening to Kevin Powell Podcast.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Kevin Powell from the Kevin Powell Podcast here at Incarceration Day 2. I'll tell you what, it's a little bit hotter, but it's a lot more energetic. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm probably a little bit sunburned, but that's okay. I got the Union Underground here with me today. How you guys feel?
Awesome, man. It's been a fantastic
Great to be here.
day. Yeah.
Now, right before I asked, first time here, and you guys said no. You guys have been here before, or no?
Maybe one of us had, but no, as a band, no. The first time at Inc.
How about Danny Wimmer Presents Festivals?
We did Welcome to Rockville just 2 months ago.
How was that?
Fantastic. Amazing production, amazing staff. Like those guys, these festivals have their together. It's amazing.
I'm glad you said that. I just talked to the owner, Dan Jansen, of Incarceration. Now, I've talked to countless bands who have been around a little bit, long time, whatever. And anytime they've played something else and then a Danny Wimmer Presents Festival, night and day difference. Would you agree?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah. It's super organized, very smooth, and very nice people.
Oh, by the way, what year is it? Because I can't believe I'm talking to the Union Underground right now. You guys are back, right? So what's going on with that?
We're all 18 right now.
It's 2002 plus 23 years.
Okay.
That's what year it is, yeah.
So what made you guys go, all right, let's do it again?
Really just being in the studio, writing, and realizing that there's things sitting there that need to be heard, and them sitting on your computer is not helping anyone. So I think getting some of these things out there that I know people are going to love, it's just, it just has to be done,
Yeah. So with that being said, I was going to ask, is there new material in the works? Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
When might fans expect something?
Well, I've been hyping it for quite a while.
All right, let's put the pressure on.
Let me. Yeah. Some might say I've been lying about it for quite a while. But, things, COVID happened and blah, 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 that we had some plans then and that we had to cancel all that stuff. So it keeps kind of getting pushed back. But next year, there will be new stuff for sure. And possibly a single before the end of the year.
Okay, so I was going to ask, 2025 or 2026, maybe a little bit of both, and that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Now, for fans that have grown up with you guys and are seeing you at Inc., or maybe it's their first time hearing you guys, what can people expect?
Well, if you didn't see us today, it's just, we're raw rock and roll, man, with a little bit of fire and madness, We like to light it up a little bit.
Loud.
But, we're just playing the songs the way they were meant to be heard on the record,
Yeah, no, I asked that because this isn't your be-all, end-all. You're not done at shows with after this.
No.
So you're going to have plenty more. That's what I was talking about. So, if someone rolls into a Union Underground show, what can they expect?
Yeah, so we're on a 25th anniversary tour now, and co-headlining with Spine Shank, which has been fantastic. Just, as much as you can expect from putting as much as you can into a small club. We just try to pack as much nonsense as possible into a club show.
So let's go down the line here. Small club or big festival, and why?
Well, festival, just the energy itself, and not to mention you can open up the production. So, and we can use fire.
Yes.
Pyro is always
Fire is good.
Yeah. More pyro, I'm into that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
That's a hard one because I love the festivals, but then I like the people that are right in your face and it's hot.
Oh yeah.
And you're melting, and if only we could bring fire into a club, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I do like to be close to people. Sometimes the festival, you're a little separated from them, but they're both very different and both very cool.
Yeah, after the show, after we played, I went into the crowd, man, and I was like, just
Isn't
saying
that
hi
cool?
to everybody because, dude, it's like
At the end of the day, we're just fans like
they're
everybody.
awesome.
So as your fans, and you're here at Inc., who are you guys most excited to see?
Wow, we saw most of these guys at Rockville.
Yeah.
It's kind of a similar lineup. So
Definitely
we're just gonna
Slipknot.
do some repeats. Yeah.
Definitely Slipknot.
Slipknot. Yeah.
With their
Manson.
new drummer.
You're looking at him like, hey, don't forget, we're going to Slipknot.
Yeah.
Well, their drum as a drummer, man. Their drummer is just
Elon, yeah.
that dude, man.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Like he hits so hard.
By the way,
I thought I
where's
hit
our
hard.
new Slipknot material? It's been how long? Like, man, let's go.
I'm sure it's coming. They've been teasing some stuff this week. I saw. So
They have been teasing stuff. I did see in the incarceration group, which if you guys aren't in, get in there. It's a lot of fun. Facebook, yeah. They were talking about some like number thing with Slipknot, so I can only imagine what that's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's coming soon. Yeah.
Yesterday we celebrated the 25th, release of Jay
Rebellion, yeah. 25 years just yesterday. So,
And it flew by.
wow. Yeah. So
It felt like yesterday.
And
we had a nice cake and some madness on the stage, celebrating. It was fun.
it's great.
Nice hot cake in the hot sun.
Yeah.
No, it's actually kind of pretty good,
Machine shop, it's not bad. It's a
Yeah,
good place.
Machine
Yeah,
shop,
we celebrated at the
Flint.
machine shop in Flint. So, those guys are always fantastic. So it was a cool place to do it.
If you're gonna do it, that's
great.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. We have a band called Six Cents on tour with us.
Okay.
And they came up and they got us like this little cake as well too at the beginning. So
Yeah.
it's great to have those guys on tour with us. And Edema, obviously Spine Shank, and that's
I always feel like we've said Spine Shank a lot. Like they should maybe be on the new record, maybe a feature. That'd be cool.
you never
Hey,
know.
just putting it out there. So I want to
Especially
know.
for Johnny.
Me and Johnny have talked about, doing some songs with each other on this run. So we haven't
Johnny.
put it out yet, but it's coming.
Awesome. So you guys have been around, you just celebrated the 25th year. I ask every band this, no matter where they're at in their career. What advice would you guys give the new starting out bands, and why?
Become a lawyer.
Become a
or
lawyer,
doctor
yes.
immediately.
That's a good answer, yeah.
I always took like my son's with me out and he's got a band and I'm trying to coach them, and the first thing I tell him is like buy a metronome and a tuner.
Believe it or not,
And
you
start
gotta
from there.
practice. You gotta do it.
You gotta practice, but you gotta learn to tune your guitar and be on
Fundamentals.
time.
Yeah.
10,000 hours either way. 10,000 hours.
And there's so many ways to get your music out there these days. There's so many mediums. It's just, and everything's kind of the Wild West, man. So just work as hard as you possibly can independently. Build your brand properly independently, and then you have some leverage to approach bigger things in a much better way. You know what I mean? My best advice is just build things independently as much as you can, and then you'll have something to sell to bigger donors. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great advice. I mean, I've taken advice over the years from all kinds of bands, and like I've never received bad advice, and that's top 10, honestly. Any final words you guys want to say to fans?
Just thank you. Thank you for the continued support.
Simple words.
It's great
Thank
seeing you guys again.
The continued
on the
support's
road.
amazing. 25 years, it's kind of amazing that we're able to come out and just pack as many people into even just a club run as we have after this long. It's just like the love and support's unbelievable. So thank you.
Just follow us on, follow us on social media like Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff to keep up to date, with all our tour dates.
Yeah.
We just announced the second leg of the tour, so come out, and see us.
Second leg in September with Spine Shank, same setup that we're doing on this one. So look for it online.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing? Get these guys back on. That's what made me get into hard rock and heavy metal. These guys, 18 Visions back in the day, pay-per-view songs,
Nice.
Yeah, see, I know my stuff. Thanks for checking out this episode of podcast. Thanks to the Union Underground, guys. Check them out. Get ready for new music. See you next time.
If you like what you heard, hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. New episodes drop regularly. Don't miss what's next.